Reflecting is something that most people can use to their advantage, but really don't see the full potential with it. What I mean is that we know how reflecting can affect us. We know that it can make us more calm and more hopeful for later on. But the true power it has. See what it can really affect in the long run for us. Most of us probably end our days with a small routine, right? Brush your teeth, set up for work or school next day, maybe some skincare routine, and then just go straight to sleep. Now, while these are good to have, like having a skincare routine, what if you use that time that you have extra to plan out the next day so that when tomorrow comes, you're already prepared for what you need to do? Because you can use that time that you have right now at night to actually plan out how tomorrow can be and to plan out exactly what to do to not waste any time whatsoever. Any time. That's how reflecting comes into the picture. Here's why. For reflecting, for probably most of you, for the most part, is just meditating for like 7 minutes and just making your mind relax and clear. That's not really the big picture that we're looking at here. Most people don't realize that reflecting is a good way for you to look at the current situation, and it makes you think and analyze every detail that you may have gone through today. Final decision on what you can really improve on for the next day instead of just wasting that day for yourself. You already know what to do. You already know. You already know that you're gonna do this at a certain time, that at that. You already know how to do everything. That's what I feel most people don't really see with reflection. It's not just meditating. It's about actually thinking on the current situation that you're in right now and planning out instead of worrying about maybe some tasks to do. You can plan out how the day will go, so that by the time you're done, you have everything done and you won't have to worry no more. And just by doing this, just by you having most of the next day done with just reflecting, it gets rid of many intrusive thoughts like should I really today, or should I really work out today, or should I really go to the park? Whatever the case may be, you won't doubt your. It mostly gets rid of your intrusive because I'm gonna be honest, 9 times out of 10, when you need to do something, but you don't have the energy to do it, you're gonna say to yourself if you really want to do it or not. Like for example, like work out, right? Maybe like for 20 minutes, but you want to rest on your couch. You're like, should I really work out today? I already had a long day, so why not? Reflecting eliminates that process because the second you wake up, you already know what to do. So then once you complete one task, you get the other done. So once you complete this, then you can go straight to working out. It doesn't waste brain power to actually think on what you actually want to do and actually that to do what you need to do. Now, as a short review, it clears your mind, strengthens it, and makes it clear on what it needs to do. That's it. Now, by you knowing this, you probably want to start doing this yourself as well, in which, if you are, if you're trying to reflect, trying to actually see what you can see about yourself to improve, I'm proud of you. I am. Reflecting has helped me get through days where I just wanted to stay down. Like I just want to stay in my bed right now and just those type of those type of days. Because during those times, my mind knew what I had to do. My mind knew that it had to get this task done before it was able to rest. And that's the really good part of reflecting because it wakes you up. It makes you actually self conscious on what you're doing because most of us do live in auto. I'm just gonna be honest. Most of us do. But thankfully, with this, you are able to actually think and actually see where you are now in your position so that you can see how can I advance from here. To properly start reflecting, I would recommend you to grab a and with a pen or a pencil beside you. Could be any. Because the type of reflection that I for the past couple months and you think you might know already, I want you to start doing is journaling. And I'm gonna be very honest about something. It helped me keep track of myself and where I'm at. It kept me clear on what not to do and what to do. It's like a blueprint that you make every night for the next day. All you're doing is just for you to keep yourself accountable, to write down happened throughout the day, of how you feel, how you are now, and what things you might that you can improve the next day or later on. That's it's just being accountable for yourself. On one page, I want you to write, and I deliberately say this, I want you to write down on just one side of the page how you feel for the entire day. How did you do? Give yourself a summary happened on how you feel at your current moment, and see what you can improve on. Write down what you may have struggled, what you may have done good on, what you may have done bad on, what you can improve on. It's just keeping yourself accountable to a point where you humble yourself by seeing what's going on with you, which does make you understand where you are now of yourself, but it doesn't make you hate yourself. It makes you humble, knowing that yes, you may not be doing good right now, but you could do good. So that's what that first page is for. Just for you to write down, genuinely feel inside of your heart. Now on the other page, this is where you're gonna plan out everything. So I recommend you to first have that page written down with all your dots first before going on to the second page. Well, you'll be to focus on the goal, planning certain tasks that need to be done, or just setting reminders for you to recall to do daily to build up that mental habit. That is what you'll be referring to for the entire day. That singular page that you're gonna write down on the second page is the single-handedly most important thing that you need to write down. What I mostly do is that I set out a goal that I want to achieve, right? Set out one thing or maybe a couple of things that I want to focus on for the day so I can keep building, whether it be like building habits. And what I do is I pair it up with tasks that kind of line up with my goals. So like for example, let's say if I want to have more discipline, right? I'll make a task of me doing maybe half an hour of uninterrupted work. So I can build out that habit of discipline of me not breaking focus. Like that. So here's like an example of how it can look like for you on the second page. For me, there are some tasks that I do consistently, which kind of helps push me towards my goal, but most of the tasks I put is there to push me towards that goal, to what I mainly want to do. And it makes you practice those habits that I genuinely want to reach. This page, I'm just gonna say it. It gives you kind of like a roadmap of how you can go with the next step. That anxiety the next day, any doubt from wondering what's happening next day. And the good thing about it is that if you don't really have like a goal in mind of what to do, like you don't know what to improve on, maybe you're kind of lost, like, oh, I'm already doing good at this, what should I improve next? From the first page of whatever you wrote down, whatever struggle that you may have said there, right? Maybe you struggled with public speaking, maybe you struggled with focus, with discipline, whatever the case may be. You can use that first page as a starting ground to see how can you really focus, how can you really do better. Like for example, if you had a lack of focus, right? Tomorrow, 5 pages uninterrupted. Had a lack of discipline today. Set a task to work 1 full hour uninterrupted. Actually noticing what you need to do and prioritizing it and focusing on it is something that we sadly avoid most of the time. But without taking small steps to actually approach it and take action on it, it can lead us feeling more lost, in which I know you don't want to feel. I want you, yes, you, to start journaling tonight. Because right now, I have a full notebook full of my notes. Literally a full page. A full page on how it. And it has really helped me with clearing my mind and also making sure that whatever I need to do, whatever needs to be done, I made sure it gets done. Because sometimes I forget that I may have to do a chore. Maybe I have to work one extra hour or one extra 30 minutes. It keeps me on track so that I don't lose focus and so that I don't get easily distracted by pleasure, which is something that I focus on genuinely. Because I can guarantee you that when you start journaling, you will feel a wave of calmness running through you, a wave, because it makes you understand what you're actually doing for the day. It actually makes you understand that. It doesn't make you mindlessly just do random tasks daily to see if you're getting somewhere. You're making your mind think on what really so that it could take small steps approaching that. And when you do this, my friend, when you do this, your mind will thank you for it because you are working. Even if you take the smallest step in, will get you better. Okay. All in all, that's all that I had to say for today. So make sure to work out when needed to. Focus. And please, I want you to really stay consistent with this because when you're consistent with this yourself, you will see yourself getting better. Even just growing by 0.1% daily, that is still worth than just staying in the same place for days, weeks, or even years. And I know that you want to get better. I know you do. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you, my friend, in the next one. Peace.